that right now. So anyway, well, first of all, I would like to welcome you, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. Stephenville, the contestant is technically not here yet. She was at a UIL competition, but we're still going to have their club come up and introduce her and give y'all a short little bio about her. So, Lion Cindy.
Our queen contestant this year is Taylor Castleberry. Taylor has been our queen since May of last year. She's a senior at Signal High School. She's been competing this morning at regional UIL competition in Lubbock. I almost forgot where she is. Y'all talk about Vernon so much, I almost said Vernon. But no, she's been in Lubbock, but she is en route. I got a text from her a little while ago, so she'll be here shortly for the judging this afternoon and the banquet tonight. We're real proud of Taylor. She's been very active, attends most of our Friday meetings, and has been at every extra activity we've done. So, yay, Taylor.
Correct the spelling in the program. We need to spell the young lady's name correctly. It's Delacott.
I have it correct over here.
And Juliana has been our queen for, this is her second year going through this. And she's a senior, luckily. And of all the queens that we've had, I think she's the most busy. She raises heifers, and heifers have calves. And there's lots of work out in the barn, washing and cleaning and feeding, and wow, how she has time for school, I'm not quite sure, because I think it's 4 calves, something like that, yes. But anyway, I think her future is pretty well asserted. She's going to be judging cattle as a profession, I believe, while she's going to college, and that should put her through. We're wondering about Tarleton. We think it might be Tarleton, but there's other considerations. So she's got several options open to her. But it's my pleasure to introduce you to Juliana Delacott.
Lions. I'm Ron Duncan from the Eastland Lions Club, and the reason why I'm not reading the bio on our contestant is I'm going to introduce my daughter, Emily Duncan. Emily is the senior at Eastland High School. On May 1st, she'll be graduating from with her associate's degree from Ranger College, and she'll also be graduating from Eastland High School at the end of May. Emily's a 4-sport athlete at Eastland High School, and she's also been doing the dual credit college program as well. In addition to those things, she's been a Leo since the 7th grade, participated in Lions events since that time. In the previous city we lived in, she participated in rodeos and different competitions where the Leos would raise money, and she's been with the Leos Club here in Eastland. Additionally, she's also been this year's Lions Sweetheart for the Eastland Lions Club. Emily will attend Texas Tech this fall, and so guns up to that, and it's with my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce my daughter, Emily Duncan.
We at Albany have a precious young lady as our sweetheart. She's attended every meeting save for a few where it's been official academic release. And I think one time spring break we were down in Cancun or Puerto Vallarta or someplace like that. I can't imagine why you turn the meeting down to. She's been on the student council for the past couple of years. Been a member of the National Honor Society for the past couple of years. She's a varsity athlete, and I asked her what sport, and she rattled off a whole fistful of them. Very impressive. She works part-time, community service, and just an all-around good lady. And it's my pleasure to introduce our Lions Sweetheart from Albany, J.C.
All right. That being said, so now to formally welcome you, thank you for being here for the Queen's Contest. And to start things off, I would like to introduce our past queen, Pamela Strohmeyer. I think it's a quaint little town called Stephenville. Next thing I'd like to do is introduce the judges. And for those of you who don't know, we have a little judging malfunction, but it all worked out. The judges that judged the preliminary rounds were unable to make it to this, so we have a new set of judges. But it all works out. So I would first of all like to thank Vicki, Bradley, Kim Howell, and Amy Reed, who were the preliminary judges. And now I would like to thank PDG Karen Gockow, Donna Rogers, and Doris Green for stepping in and saving me right now. So thank you. And next, I would like to introduce our lovely MC, David Bailey. David Bailey is the Executive Vice President and Senior Lending Officer at Eastland First Financial Bank. He has lived in Eastland for the past 7 years and has worked for First Financial Bank for nearly 12. Prior to moving to Eastland, David worked for the bank in a number of capacities in Abilene, Weatherford, and Greenville. Ultimately, Eastland is where he found his home. In addition to working at the bank, David was also the music director at the First United Methodist Church of Eastland, where he has served for 5 years. Other community involvement includes sitting on the board of the Eastland County Crisis Center Incorporated, where he has served as president for 2 years and currently serves as the treasurer. Sitting on the Eastland County Child Welfare Board, where he has served as vice president for 2 years, and the Eastland Lions Club, where he has served as vice president, secretary, and tail twister. David is a 2004 graduate from McMurray University in Abilene, where he received his bachelor's degree in business administration. David is also a graduate of the Southwestern Graduate School of Banking at SMU in Dallas, Texas. In addition to his work, David enjoys spending time with his wife Ashley and their 5-month-old son Hudson. Having grown up in Clyde, Texas, he finds exceptional joy in living in and serving in a rural West Texas town. Where else can you wake up in the morning by feeding your goats and end the day by judging the beauty pageant?
Yeah.
Thank you, Leah. Another round of applause for Leah Wolf, everyone. I missed the days when she was the Lions Club sweetheart in Eastland. She was the only one that could find me. And so those days are long gone. Did so frequently, yes. So are we ready? We got everyone lined up back there. This is my first time ever judging the beauty pageant. My first time ever come to the Lions Club convention. So I'm very honored to be doing this evening. So we're going to get things started. Teresa, you want to introduce our music player? We've got someone that is playing the flute for us tonight.
Lions, please give it up for Shelby Ingram. She's a senior at Cisco High School and graciously came to play for our quiz contest. Thank you.
All right, with that said, judges, are we ready? We good? Are we ready? All right, let's get the music. Our first contestant this evening is Taylor Castleberry, wearing a beautiful fuchsia dress. Taylor is from Stephenville, attends the Stephenville High School. Her parents are David and Paige Castleberry. Read the question. Taylor plans to attend Abilene Christian University and aspires to be a pediatric doctor. Let's give it up for Miss Taylor Castleberry. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. If there were one thing that you think future generations could learn from your generation, what would it be and why?
If there would be anything that other generations could learn from our generation, it's to not let technology run your life. I know in the generations before us, y'all are not as old-fashioned, kind of, in a way, but, we've had different abilities to learn how to study in different ways and learn other ways. And also, that does help you learn a lot, but I think in many ways, you need to learn how to study and learn in different ways, like in the old-fashioned way. And a lot of times, people are losing the basic skills due to all the technology. I know people don't have, they can't spell as well, they can't write as well, and so due to computers. So I think teachers should still make sure they can implement the everyday tasks of learning cursive writing or learning how to spelling, because people are losing the everyday skills now. And so I think children should, learn the basics until they excel more in life and excel in their common knowledge that they need to know.
Dean Vernon, everyone. Did anyone know past district governor Dean Vernon? Would you like the microphone? Okay, that's enough. Thank you, Dean. All righty, it's time for our next contestant. Next, we have Miss Juliana De La Cotte, wearing a beautiful strapless champagne dress. Juliana is from Abilene, where she attends Wiley High School. Her parents are Peter and Cecilia De La Cotte. Juliana plans to attend Tarleton State University, and she aspires to be an embryologist for show cattle and quality beef products. Let's give it up for Miss Juliana. Are you ready? Okay. If you could change one thing about your generation, what would it be and why?
I think our generation just takes too much of ourselves and entertaining ourselves with either technology or just anything that's going to promote us instead of other people, like Lions Club, we're trying to help others, and just our generation has just been really selfish, not getting out there.
I'm sorry? This just in, Emily Duncan will not be here. She was next on my cue card. I already put her in here, so. There was a scheduling conflict, I believe, that she was involved in.
Her softball game was
softball.
yesterday. Weather prevented it.
Thanks to the rain, which we are all thankful for, but unfortunately she's unable to be here. So we still have 3 lovely contestants. So. All right, we're ready for our final contestant. Cue music. And finally, we have Miss J.C. Hearn. J.C. is wearing a beautiful, another champagne dress with straps. Miss J.C. is from Albany, where she attends Albany High School. Her parents, thank you, are Raul and Amanda Farientes. J.C. plans to attend Midwestern State University and aspires to be an RN and eventually an anesthesiologist. Let's give it up for J.C. Alrighty. If there were one thing that all generations could agree on, what would it be and why?
If there was one thing all generations could agree on, what would it be and why? I would have to say that media has taken over a lot of how we think these days. It's over what you're wearing, what size you are, how you act, the music you listen to. Media has very much taken a turn and started controlling all of the generations.
Thank you very much. All right, and I believe that is it for now. Our judges will assess the questions and the scores from earlier, and we will come back here in a little bit with the final decisions. Thank you all.
Very thankful for that. And as Teresa said, my mother was a huge help in this. So if you could please give her a round of applause. Duncan for participating in today's earlier activity.
Isn't she a pearl, so lovely and darling, the prettiest girl? She's bursting with beauty.